PK in the universe, and I am back again, coming to you pre-recorded from my subterranean luxurious game room here. Yeah. I just wanted to make a video, a little bit of a discussion video. We're going to talk about the price of Evercade games. Have Evercade games gotten too expensive to collect for? Can new people who are getting into Evercade actually collect for Evercade affordably anymore? A while back in my 5 things people get wrong about Evercade video, I think that was the video, I talked about how what I liked about Evercade is, it's affordable and accessible, and games are affordable and accessible, and you're not going to pay too much money. And I feel like people have gone through this. It fluctuates, it ebbs and flows on prices of Evercade games, because sometimes an Evercade game might be in production, but the supply hasn't necessarily reached the retailers. So you get situations where you get these scalpers who, are scalping Evercade games. And it is scalping. I'm sorry, but if you're selling a game that is still in production for over retail, yeah, it's scalping. And I don't know why people do this, other than maybe they paid the at cost price or they're just greedy. It could be both those things or neither one of those things. I don't know. But yeah, I've noticed a lot on Amazon. It seems like Amazon always has a lot of really expensive Evercade carts. It's always, and maybe I'm exaggerating, but it's like 5, 10 over sometimes, but sometimes it's like 35 bucks. Like, was it Always Awakening Cathedral double pack I saw the other day for going for 35 bucks. I want to say I saw the Morph Cat collection going for just as high, but that could have changed too since the last time I looked. I've noticed, like, I'll check back a couple days later and something will be down in price. Like, a good friend of mine, Master System Marceau, he said, I'd really like to get the Codemasters collection, but I don't want to pay scalper prices. And I looked at the time on Amazon and it wasn't even available. And then I went on eBay. Yeah, people were, scalping it for 35 bucks with the shipping and handling. And it's like, yeah, I don't blame somebody for not wanting to pay scalper prices for Evercade carts. Now, there's a lot of different ways we could look at this. You could look at it from, well, you're still getting a great value. Like, for example, the Renovation Collection. I saw at one point it was going for like 36 bucks. I don't have the screen cap anymore for that, but now I looked today and it's going for 20 again. And I would definitely get that collection because it is a great value. Because, some people like to say, well, complete in box, all those games are $1,600. I'm like, come on, guys. We know for a fact that the Renovation Collection, if you own the collection, you know that that instruction manual in there is basically just a brochure. Come on, guys. Now, you can probably go on the internet and get all those instruction booklets and print them off, sure, but, I think a fairer comparison would be the loose prices, because I think a lot of Sega Genesis collectors collect games loose. I think that's more common. It's not as common, but it's also common to get complete in box ones, too, because those boxes were more durable and hold up better than old NES boxes, but I think there's a lot of loose Genesis collectors, and I would say the price of all those games combined is like $500. So even if you paid 36 bucks, yeah, you're still getting a great value, but at the same time, you shouldn't have to pay over retail when it's an actively manufactured game. Just the supply isn't quite getting to the sellers as fast as maybe we would like. So yeah, my advice, there's like resellers. I'm going to name a few names. Jad Enterprises, or Jad Entertainment, that's what it is, yeah. And European Rarities, I think, are the ones I've seen on Amazon. They always have like jacked up Evercade prices. It's always like 5, 10, maybe even more over. I would recommend not buying from them. I would recommend being patient. It's them. It's not Jeff Bezos trying to get an extra 15 bucks off Evercade owners. Okay, it's these resellers. So, and I can understand if a game was out of production. If a game is out of production, there were like 4 Evercade carts that are out of production. I actually did a video discussing them where I ranked where I thought those games stood. And here's the thing. If you're buying them simply for the pleasure of playing those games, I mean, you can get those games anywhere, in most cases anyways. So, though those games are a good value in themselves, but I wouldn't say, you're missing out on some rare indie game, like, for example, the Indie Heroes 2 collection has a game called Lunar Journey that literally is only available physically on Game Boy, and I couldn't even find a ROM for it. So there are instances where, like, oh, this is the only way to play it, but for the most part, not really. So, yeah, my advice is either play it other ways or do not pay scalper prices. So now I've told you what the problem is, don't pay scalpers. Well, what's the solution, you might be asking? Well, I mean, there's a lot of different places you can get Evercade carts from. I mean, and some of those the prices might be high there too. One thing I've noticed is like Best Buy has games that always go for 20 bucks. There's never games that go for more than $20 on Best Buy's website. But the problem with Best Buy is they don't have as much selection. Another alternative you can do is Funstock. But some of you guys might be like, well, I'm an American buyer, like me, for example, and the cost of shipping and handling from the UK and the prices and stuff like that, like the exchange rate is different every so often. So what do you do in a situation like that? Well, the nice thing too, let's say if you're going to buy from Funstock, you should buy a bunch at once. That's a thing to do because Funstock will discount, like if you buy 3, they'll give you 5% off your carts if you put in the promo code. And if you buy 5 or more, they give you 10% off. So, but the thing is, to get free shipping and handling, you have to spend over £100, not dollars, but pounds. I figured that out. So if you buy 6 Evercade carts, basically you can get them for like 116 bucks, which I think comes out to like $19.33. So if you're going to buy a bunch of Evercade carts anyways, that might be the way to go. But I understand a lot of people in my audience are like, well, I have every single Evercade cart. I just pre-order everything from Funstock. Yeah, totally understand that. There's a lot of people in the Evercade community who've been into Evercade's stuff day one and been all in on Evercade. Totally get that. I actually pre-ordered the Indie Heroes collection from Funstock with the bundle with the Flea plushie and the cool pins and stuff. And so, I bought from a lot of different retailers, my Evercade carts throughout. I bought from Castlemania, bought from Amazon, Best Buy, Funstock. So, yeah, so this is geared towards newer Evercade buyers, maybe people who got the Evercade EXP or the VS for Christmas. But I feel like even my regular Evercade people who've been all in from day one can probably appreciate this video because maybe they don't know what a brand new Evercade owner is going through because they probably think, oh, it's like I got everything, retail day one, so what do I care, But maybe you see people like buying, maybe you can like say, hey, discourage them from, paying scalper prices, I guess. So, yeah, so that's the discussion. What do you guys think? Have Evercade carts gotten out of control price-wise? I mean, obviously there's options out there, but do you think you should pay scalpers? I mean, should you give in to the FOMO? Do you think even if an Evercade cart is overpriced that the value is still there? Is like something like the Renovation Collection still worth 36 bucks? Even, to you personally, would you pay that, I guess? Comment below. Love to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay awesome in this universe. Thanks. Bye.